Good evening, students. Welcome to Shruti Academy. So let us start with the proof of theorem 9.1 of chapter 9, class 9, CBSE NCERT. So the theorem 9.1 says parallelograms on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. So we need to prove that two parallelograms between the same base and same parallel lying on the same base and they are between the same parallels. So they are having the equal area. We need to prove this. Okay. So let us first of all draw the figure and then try to understand what we have to actually prove and then start with our proof. Okay. So let us draw the parallelograms. So we will be drawing two parallelograms standing on the same base. So let us say our base is this. So one parallelogram is this. Okay, so it is A, B, C and D. Okay, so let us draw another parallelogram over here. So this is our another parallelogram and it is lying on the same base DC. The base is same over here DC and a parallelogram is changed over here EFCD. Okay, so we are having over here given, we can write over here, we are given here with two parallelograms. Two parallelograms. One parallelogram is ABCD and another parallelogram is EFCD. Okay, and they are lying on same base DC. They are lying on the same base DC. So we need to prove that in this theorem, to prove area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to area of parallelogram EFCD. EFCD. Okay, so this is our theorem and we need to prove that the area of ABCD is equal to area of EFCD. Okay, and both the parallelograms are lying on the same base which is DC and they are between the same parallels AB and DC. They are between the same parallels AB, or we can say AF and DC. Okay, so to prove we will be taking over here, taking triangle AED and triangle BFC. Okay, so we are taking over here two triangles AED and BFC over here. Okay, so we can clearly see over here AD is parallel to BC. Okay, because ABCD is a parallelogram, so AD is parallel to BC, and we can clearly see over here if we extend it like this, we can clearly see over here that AF is the transversal. AF is the transversal over here. So my angle DAE will be equal to my angle CBF because it forms the corresponding angles. They form the corresponding angles. AD is parallel to BC and AF is the transversal on it. Okay, so let us write down our first observation which we came to know. The first observation which we now came to know is angle DAE will be equal to angle CBF. Okay, and let us write down the reason behind it. Corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. AD is parallel to BC. AD is parallel to BC. Okay. So this is our reason. Then from here also we can clearly say that my angle DEA is equal to angle CFE. Okay, because my DE and CF are again parallel. Over here these were parallel, and over here now we can say these both are also parallel, because this is also a parallelogram EFCD. So DE and CF will be parallel, and again the second set of corresponding angles will be formed over here, so they will be also equal. Okay, so let us write it down. So we can say over here angle DEA is equal to angle CFB. Okay, and the reason is same. Corresponding angles are equal, only the parallel lines are changed over here. Corresponding angles are equal as DE is parallel to CF and AF is transversal. Okay. So this is my second angle. Okay. Now the third angle will be automatically equal. We know that if two angles in a triangle are equal, the third angle will be automatically equal, because the sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So the third angle will be also equal. Let us write it down. Angle ADE will be equal to angle BCF. And we can also write down the reason that if two angles are equal, third angle is automatically equal. By angle sum property. Okay, so now we have done till here. Now we can also say that the side AD, okay, is equal to the side BC. So side AD will be equal to side BC. Okay, so the sides are equal and parallel, because opposite sides of parallelogram are equal and parallel. Okay, are equal and parallel. So we have got three things over here. One is the angle. We got the angles equal over here. Okay, so we got this angle, this angle, this angle to be equal, and if we take this and this angle and the side is between them, so it is clear, and we can clearly say over there here that my two triangles are congruent by ASA, by the property ASA. Okay, so I can easily say that the triangle AED is congruent to triangle BFC. Okay, BFC by ASA, by the property ASA. Okay, so by the property ASA, they are congruent, and when my triangles are congruent, their areas are also equal. We have already learned about the congruency. So when my triangles are congruent, so my areas will be equal. So area of triangle AED will be equal to area of triangle BFC. Okay, so these two triangle areas are now equal. Okay, now we will be taking this parallelogram. So area of parallelogram ABCD can be written as area of triangle AED plus area of quadrilateral EBCD. Okay, so we can see over here, this whole area ABCD is comprised of this and this. So if we break it, means if we see the two divisions over here, we can say that area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to area of AED, this area, and it is equal to the quadrilateral area EBCD. Okay, so area AED can be replaced by BFC. If I give the equations over here, let us take this to be equation number 1. Okay, then this to be equation number 2, this to be equation number 3, then this to be equation number 4. So from equation 4, we can say that area of parallelogram ABCD will be equal to area triangle BFC plus area EBCD. Okay, and if I join BFC and EBCD, I'll be getting the, if I join these two, if I join these two, means the area of BFC, this area and this area, if I join these two areas, I'll be getting the parallelogram EFCD. Okay, it is clear? Is it clear? Okay, so I'll be getting the area of parallelogram over here, which is my EFCD. Okay, so I have proved over here that area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to the area of parallelogram EFCD. So both the parallelograms were on the same base DC, were lying on the same base DC, and between the same parallels, the parallels were DC and AF. Okay, so they were between the same parallels and they were lying on the same base, so their areas were equal, and here we have proved over here. Okay, so in this manner you need to prove over here. So hence proved. Okay, so hence proved. So in this manner you need to prove this theorem. This theorem is important from the exam point of view. Okay, so thank you. So please subscribe my channel, please share my videos, and if you have any doubt you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.